What's happening, guys? Welcome to another video. So today is the 11-week point since my hair transplant in Istanbul, Turkey. So the reason for me doing a video today is because it's going to mark the second time that I get my hair cut. So I had it cut about 3 weeks ago, the 8-week mark. If you've not yet looked at some of my other videos and stuff, probably check that one out first. It gives like a breakdown of 4 weeks to 8 weeks. And then there's a few other videos obviously on my channel too where I've kind of given an insight into what it was like having the whole process done and stuff. So today, like I said, is 11 weeks since the transplant in Istanbul, Turkey with GETHAIR and Dr TAYFUN. So I'll just give you a little look at what it looks like. So I'll just come up close to the camera. So you can see, much like on the last video at the 8-week point, it's still kind of red along the frontal hairline. And well, I'd say there's been a fair bit of growth over the last 3 weeks at the frontal area, more so in the middle. So if you look kind of closely in this middle section here, you can start to see some of the sort of fine hairs coming through. Less so on the right hand side here. Not entirely sure why that is, but I'm just assuming that hopefully that'll kind of fill out at the same rate as the other parts of the other parts that were transplanted, basically, right? The one thing that I have noticed is the crown again. Very close. So the one thing that I have noticed once they've started to grow, that is a little bit annoying, to be perfectly honest with you, is that just up, I'll try and go as close as in as I can, just up on the right hand side along the frontal hairline. So basically just there is actually a double hair on the frontal hairline. And so when I had my initial consultation and stuff, they made a big kind of fuss about, you know, saying that they will separate the singles, doubles, triples, etc. And, you know, the frontal hairline will only be single hairs. And then even those single hairs will be kind of graded between finer hairs and thicker single hairs. And they'll put the fine ones at the front and stuff. I mean, it could just be an honest, simple mistake. And I do kind of hope that once everything grows and all that sort of stuff that you can't really notice it, but it's still a bit annoying, just because obviously, like I said, they make a huge deal out of saying that type of thing to make you feel more confident about, you know, everything that they're going to do. And then so to see a double hair on the frontal hairline, it's a bit annoying, to be perfectly blunt. Like I said, hopefully you just won't really notice it once my hair sort of thickens out and grows in those areas and stuff, but I guess time will tell with that, and obviously I'll kind of keep you posted on what that sort of looks like and how it progresses. So yeah, like I said, let's give you a look on the side area here. Obviously it is looking a bit messy and everything, hence why I'm going to go and get a haircut. And then the back area too, so the donut area, that has kind of healed pretty much perfectly. The only spot where there's a little bit of kind of, not hair missing, but where you can kind of see it still, is just up on the left hand side of my head over here. It's just in certain lights it's like a tiny bit patchy and stuff, and also, like I said earlier, the sort of frontal hairline here is still a bit red, but from what I've seen with other people's videos, I think that that's something that's going to last for like, I don't know, at least a few months or so. 11 weeks is still, in the grand scheme of things, it's not actually that long a period of time. But yeah, I'd say so far everything seems to be okay. It's just sort of doing what it's supposed to at this point. It's certainly not the finished product, and you can see that there's a fair bit of way to go with it still as well. But I'm personally hoping that maybe in about 6 months you get a kind of good idea about how successful the whole process has really been. So what I'm going to do now, like I said, is I'm going to go and grab a haircut, probably trim the beard and stuff as well, because that's a bit messy at the minute too. And I'll show you what it looks like after that point as well. Right guys, so like I said, I've just gone and grabbed myself a haircut. It is definitely looking a lot neater. Let's just go in close again so you can kind of see, probably with, you know, fewer messier hairs getting in the way and stuff of your view. So that is the frontal hairline on the right side, where it's starting to, like I said, grow a little bit slower than the other areas. That is the middle, just going as close as possible. And then over on the left side. Now, just because of the way my hair naturally grows, like it grows at a slight angle like that, if you look at me kind of from the actual left side and the temple area, obviously you can see that it's not like a full head of hair, but it does still look quite normal. It's more so just on the right where you can't really see it basically growing properly and stuff. and then just on the crown as well. Just going as close as possible. Yep. So the barber that cuts my hair, he did it the first time a few weeks ago and stuff, and obviously I'm sort of seeing it every single day, and so it's a bit like gaining or losing weight. You know, you don't necessarily see the finished product within your own, like in your own eyes straight away. So he actually said that from the first time he cut my hair like 3-4 weeks ago, that he could see a fair bit of improvement within that time, more so on the crown area. So the crown area for me is obviously almost impossible to see, and so, you know, it's quite reassuring that someone, you know, with their own perspective can kind of see that it's starting to change and stuff. But yeah, like I said, what I'm going to do is just give you, like I said, temple view again there. And yeah, like I said, from the it's like I said, the 11-week point today, and then what I'm going to do is, I'd say the next update will probably be again the next time I get my hair cut, which will be in about 3 weeks time, give or take. And so at that point, we'll kind of get again a better idea. You can sort of see the difference between, you can probably see the difference already between the 8-week point and the 11-week point. You know, finer hairs are starting to sort of flow through at the front and stuff. And so yeah, we'll see kind of how it starts to progress over that period of time and stuff. So like always guys, if you've got any kind of comments, questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see you soon.